Hey guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel and to part 2 of the Wet n Wild little series that I'm doing. If you missed part 1, I will link it down below, and that was where I demoed all of the products. It was kind of like a first impressions. It was the first time I had used all of the products, and I was kind of letting you know how I felt about it right then and there. But I did want to do a second part because things change from when you're putting them onto your face to not only the first day but wearing them consecutively over a period of time, which I have been able to do. The video that you saw yesterday, even though these videos are like only a day apart, that one was filmed over a week ago. So I have been able to put these products to the test. I've even taken some notes on each product of what I wanted to tell you about everything. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want to start off with is the foundation. How I get it dirty in like 1 week, nobody knows. So this is the Photo Focus foundation. I did get the color Rose Ivory. So what the claims are on this foundation are that it is going to eliminate flashback. I don't use a lot of flash photography, not for Instagram, or I don't feel like I take a lot of selfies for Instagram of like makeup and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I do a lot of product shots and things of that nature. So I can't really attest to the flashback, but I really do enjoy the foundation. In the demo, I mentioned that there is a smell because I do have a lot of ladies and gents out there like me that are very sensitive to smells and things like that, whether it triggers a migraine or it just makes you queasy or nauseous or whatever the case may be. I did mention that there was a very strong smell, but the good news on that is that it does dissipate about after 5 minutes, maybe not even that long, especially after like you set your face and everything like that. Like the smell goes away. I've had a lot of products where it doesn't go away, and I've told you guys like, nope, can't do it, but this smell does go away. Another thing about the foundation that I do want to mention to you is definitely go up a color, if that makes size, if that makes sense. You definitely want to go up a little bit, a shade. You guys saw in that demo, I was like ghost face, and I'm like so pale. I'm probably the palest I usually am throughout the year. You know what I mean? It's the middle of winter, even though here in Arizona it's still warm. Like I'm not outside like sunbathing or anything like that. So this is like the palest. I usually can get the lightest shade in every foundation in the winter, especially. I always pick like shade 1, and so this one I think wasn't even shade 1, but it had the rose color in it, which obviously you guys have heard me say that I am pink undertone, so I was ghost face. You guys saw it. So definitely go up a shade. Another thing is that it is light coverage if you want it to be with 1 layer, but also it is definitely buildable. I did do 2 layers today just to see how it would look, and I love it. The finish is really nice, especially for like a filming day like today. I feel like it's very flattering, and you know what I mean, like I hate using the word flawless. Flawless is such a weird word to say, but it is very like, you know what I mean? Flawless. Let's move on to the second thing in the color photo focus is the concealer. This was so weird. I got, what color did I tell you guys? I got the shade Light Ivory, and it was darker than the foundation, which I thought was really weird, but the consistency on this is just really weird. It's very thick and moussey. So on me, who, you know what I mean, I'm not even in my 30s yet, but I do have little lines, and it definitely sank into those little lines. I was not a fan of this concealer at all. I don't think that you need the, you know what I mean, corresponding concealer with the collection just because it's the Photo Focus concealer. It doesn't have to go with the Photo Focus foundation. Today I am wearing the Tarte Shape Tape with the foundation, just so it's so much lighter. It doesn't make my foundation look as light, you know what I mean? Okay, last thing in the Photo Focus collection is the pressed powder. So again, this you could use for setting and things. I showed you like an up close on the back of the girl with, you know what I mean, no flashback with flash photography. Again, don't use flash photography, but this is a really nice setting powder. It's not super heavy. If you're a person that uses a setting powder looking for extra coverage, I don't feel like that's what this does. It doesn't give you extra coverage, you know what I mean? It's just a really nice fine powder, but it's not super powdery when you put it on. I definitely recommend this to go along with the foundation. Okay, let's move on into the cushion collection. When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I fall sucker to number one, packaging. Look at how cute all these little girls' faces are. Aren't they the cutest? So you guys know that I am a person who suffers from redness so bad. And I have tried other color correctors in the past, like the Urban Decay one. You guys know I love my Stila One Step Correct. I feel like that one does really well. But the Urban Decay Naked color correctors are like way too pigmented, I feel like, which I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it almost like messes with my foundation, or maybe I just use too much of it because I have so much redness, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I'm not a fan of that one at all. So the green one is really, really good. I feel like it's light enough. It's not like straight up green like how you see it on here. Like if you watched the demo, you saw it was almost like white with a green tint to it. So I felt like it did really, really well. However, I did get the peach one as well. And I really feel like you don't need both of them. I felt like the colors were so similar that one would do both. You know what I mean? Like one would cancel out the redness and the dark circles as, oh, that's the highlighter. Oh, here it is. So this is the one that is specifically for dark circles, but I felt like the colors were so similar. Like I don't feel like you need both of them. So on the back of my hand, you can definitely tell the tint between the peach and the green, but honestly, once they're blended out, I don't know, I just felt like both of them did the same thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. So anyways, but both of them did really, really well. So maybe you don't have both. Maybe you have dark circles or you have redness. I recommend these. I feel like they're really, really well. They lasted all day. Didn't mess with my foundation or the consistency of it or the color of it because it's not overly pigmented. I really, really like these both. Okay. Next up is the bronzer and the highlighter, and let's talk about the bronzer. Did you guys see, like, because I was looking in the viewfinder, I don't have my same setup where I have a table in front of me with a mirror, you know what I mean? I was doing it off of the viewfinder, which was a lesson learned, and it was so patchy. It was so orange. I do not recommend this at all. I don't feel like it's good for contouring. Maybe, I don't know, I just feel like it's way too orange. I really did. Especially when I was sitting down editing that video, I was like almost mortified, you know what I mean, that I couldn't realize that it was patchy all right here on my nose until, you know, oh my gosh, should I just get it on me? Until I really went in the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, and had to fix it with my beauty blender. That's one thing about these little puffs is, even though they're good at dispersing the product, they're not good at blending them out at all, which is kind of unusual because with both cushion foundation reviews that I've done, the Maybelline and the L'Oreal one, the cushions that it came with were better than brushes at putting the product on, so it's just a little strange. Lastly is the highlighter. This was so good. The color was really good. The only thing was that it did pick up my foundation a little bit, so you kind of have to be careful about that, about blending it in, but it is such a pretty pink color. Like I said, I can't remember if they had other colors or not, but look at that. How so pretty. So, so, so pretty. So I highly recommend the highlighter, especially if you are into cream products. I am not a cream product person and I still enjoyed this. I don't think it's something that I'm going to use every single day just because, again, it's personal preference. And that's what I put in my notes, like personal preference. If you are a cream person, you're going to freaking love this. Maybe you're a person who does both, like underneath and then the powder like I did in the demo. so pretty. Right. Speaking about highlighters, even though this collection is not new, I did want to let you guys know that I absolutely love both of them. However, this one, which is Crown of My Canopy, is a little bit more on the dark side for my fair skin. It just shows up, see how it has like that orange tint? I feel like this is going to be gorgeous on people with deeper skin tones. However, the Precious Petals is absolutely gorgeous. It is what I'm wearing today. I absolutely love it. These are so affordable. Of course, everything is going to be linked down below. I don't know the prices of every single item off the top of my head, but I absolutely love the Precious Petals. I'm wearing it not only as my highlighter, but also on my inner corner and my brow bone, just because I love it so much. All right, let's talk about mascaras. First off, let's talk about the Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. This, again, was supposed to be a dupe for the MAC Extended Play Lash. They're not dupes, I'm going to tell you that. The MAC one is definitely more of a wet formula, whereas this one is a very dry formula, but I do know several people that prefer dry over wet and glossy formulas. It does take some work to get it in there, and it is what I'm wearing on my lower lashes today, but once you have it on there, it's really, really nice. It doesn't overdo it. Like, I know a lot of people that don't even put mascara on their lower lashes, and maybe if you're thinking about it, this would be something nice for you to try, just because it just lets you know that they're there. It doesn't volumize them and like make them, you know what I mean, like known. You know what I mean? I feel like the MAC one, like you can layer that and like you look like you have full set of like false lashes down there almost, you know what I mean, which I enjoy the look of. I like having full lashes on top and bottom, but if you don't, this is going to be the mascara for you. It does look like there's fibers in there, however, I haven't had any issues with anything getting into my eyes or irritation or anything like that, so I recommend this based upon your preference if you like drier formulas. If you don't like drier formulas and you like full thick lashes down there, this is going to be way too much work for you. You know what I mean? Okay, next up is the new one. This is the Lash Renegade, and I wasn't even gonna get this, but it said if you bought this, then you got free shipping, and I think it was like the same price. It was like $5. And this thing is freaking amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite new drugstore mascaras. It's so good. Just like what I told you in the demo, like the little ball is so good at getting like your outer corner, your inner corner, and like really separating your lashes, and the little skinnier part down towards the back is definitely good at dispersing the product because they're like short little nubs, whereas the ball has like long thin spikes. You know what I mean? It just gives you really beautiful lashes. I highly recommend this one. Two products that you guys did not see me use in the demo that I did play with this week were the makeup sticks, and I got the contour and the concealer. Do not waste your money on these. They're awful. This makeup stick looks like absolutely nothing. It has like no pigment to it. Like you can barely see it, and especially when you blend it out, it doesn't cover up anything. And even though I set it with a setting powder, it was sticky all day. I could just feel it on my face. Like it was sticky. Do not. And then this one, the shade is just awful as well. It's like super orange and yucky and doesn't blend out very well either. So don't waste your money on the makeup sticks personally. I don't have the highlighter one, so I can't attest to that, but 2 out of 3, you can kind of guess of where it's gonna go. The cushion one that you saw me use in the demo, I'm not a fan of. I'm glad that I only got one, let's just say that. It's very confusing because the product comes straight out of the middle instead of dispersing throughout the sponge. It just comes straight up, you know what I mean? So you put it on and then it's just a mess. It's really difficult to apply, and it wasn't a great finish, so I don't recommend this at all. However, the cat suits is what I'm wearing today. This is in the color Rebel Rose. I absolutely love this. The formula is so good. I'm sure you guys have seen the Instagram post, and I even said it in the demo that the applicator is very similar. Not a dupe for the Jeffree Star liquid lip applicator. The formula is so comfortable. I've been wearing this for, I want to say, about 2 hours. And it's not balling, it's not uncomfortable. I can't attest to drinking and eating with it. I haven't worn it enough for that, and I haven't really been eating and drinking a whole lot. Anyways, but I highly recommend this. I do want to get other colors of this. I don't think that I would order offline again. I would try and find them in stores. So again, that's the Mega Last Liquid Cat Suit. Really, really like it. The lip liner, I don't feel like you need with these. If you just enjoy lip liners with other lipsticks, you know what I mean? The formula on these are really, really nice. It's really, really easy to apply. It is a twist up. You don't have to sharpen it or anything like that. It's a very creamy, comfortable formula. So if you're just a person that enjoys a lip liner, you will enjoy these. You don't need them, however, with the liquid lip, in my opinion. Like, I could get very clean, straight lines without, because of the applicator, you know what I mean? So that is it. That is my Wet n Wild new collections and everything that I bought review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are waiting, oh my gosh. If you are wanting to see a review on any other collection, please leave it in the comments down below so I know. I can't talk. I don't know what's wrong with me. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did. If you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. You are watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!